Do I need to be bulletproof?
It's a free sample, George. We need to try it out.
But I'm only taking a few checks to the bank.
You're not going to need it anywhere else, are you? Nobody's going to force you at gunpoint to hand over your dry cleaning.
What if I fall over?
Lie still and pretend you're a turtle. That lot over the road had their wages snatched last week, George, so we're not taking any chances. There's danger lurking behind every door. No, please, no. Friendly, George, friendly. Gosh, you're like a tightly coiled leopard. This is my new flatmate, Tony. Tony, this is George, Tony.
Sorry.
I just wanted to leave these here when I did some shopping. I found some great bargains down the charity shop.
Hanky-panky by Madonna.
Yeah. It's the Swedish 7-inch promo with the pull-out competition slip.
Oh, there's me thinking it was just an abysmal record.
It's worth about 80 quid. Look in the catalogue.
Dorothy's got loads of old records. You have to look at her. You wouldn't think she once queued up to see the Slits, would you?
I think Marjorie and I once went to see them. Or maybe it was the Seekers.
Look, I bought Debbie a bottle of Chanel.
You're wasting your money, mate.
No, they're only £3 a time. Look, I got half a pint of horn for me dad.
I tell you, Deborah's not interested in men.
How do you know?
Because I asked her out and she refused. She's obviously got some sort of psychological block.
No, she just thinks you're ugly.
Do I really need the helmet?
Now, Anthea, I'm sure that's precisely what President Kennedy said that fatal day in Dallas.
But we're only going to get out £50 for petty cash.
You'll thank me when some nutter comes at you with a family-sized bottle of ammonia.
Well, surely I'm just drawing attention to myself.
No more than usual. Anthea?
Yes?
What's that?
Oh, I've added a brooch. I thought it went rather well with this jacket.
Ooh, whack-a-do-whack-a-day. What happened to Gilbert O'Sullivan? Nothing worth any money. Ah. To Dorothy, with love from Keith. Thank you for being my stairway to heaven, you prat, Keith. Oh, yes! Thank you, Dorothy.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
What is it?
Nothing.
You've been trying on my tights again, haven't you?
Oh, Gary, here's your laundry.
Oh, thanks.
I said there's lost a couple of his socks, but they put in an old man's pair of swimming trunks to make up for it. How's it going at the hospital, Dorothy?
Oh, all right. No more incontinence, vomiting and festering sores than usual. It's just the staff. Is there something unusual about this record?
So look. Oh, yeah, they're really rare, these. Yeah, a dealer I know would pay a couple £100 for that.
Here, Tone. Did I ever tell you I've been married?
Can't imagine you going down the aisle in a suit, mate.
Nah, man, we done it in Vegas. We weren't planning on getting married, but we met this vicar in a bar and he said he'd do it in the car park.
Great.
Yeah, which was kind of ironic, really, because we'd just been doing it in the car park. I met her on tour. She was going out with one of the band at the time, so it was like the love that dare not show itself. Anyway, one night we slipped away and undressed each other in the moonlight and sort of consummated it there and then.
You're an old hippie romantic, you, aren't you?
Yeah. Mind you, it ain't ideal, is it? Telephone kiosk outside Bob's Crispy Chicken Shack. Albuquerque.
I don't know. Quite handy if you want to phone a taxi straight afterwards.
No. I had to rip the phone out. She kept knocking the receiver with her knee.
Maybe I'll suggest that to Deborah.
Oh, how's all that going on?
Oh, I've got her to come out with me tonight.
I'll tell you what you should do. This always used to work with me. Put on a Pink Floyd record. any Pink Floyd record. And tell her we're like a meaningless speck in an ever-expanding universe. She'll be so depressed she won't mind sleeping with you.
I thought I'd just give her some perfume.
Yeah, that works too.
Hello, Tony.
All right, mate.
Respect.
Hello, weird bloke. I got this record, Tony.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it's in your catalogue. It's worth 200 quid. It's mine.
But why didn't you give me it this morning?
I didn't want Dorothy to see.
Why?
Oh, she gets sentimental about objects, you know. It is mine, though.
Yeah, you just said that.
And my money now, please.
I have to take it to this collector I know.
Oh, all right. George was wondering, could you sell that for him?
Great mouth organ solos of the 50s.
Yeah. Or he says he'll part exchange it for great mouth organ solos of the 60s.
Well, that should see me through to the menopause.
Yeah, I tried to get Chanel number 19, but they only had the low numbers.
Is it perfume?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to.
It's all right.
I'm not used to getting presents. I've had a bit of a rest from men.
So, do you think you're ready for a serious relationship now?
Yes.
Brilliant.
Not necessarily with you.
I should have said you were coming in here. Want a drink?
No, thanks, we're fine.
Go on, it won't hurt you. Or has Les got his dandruff again? There's a whole new meaning to the phrase, put some head on it, doesn't it, eh?
Gary, I think maybe Tony and Deborah would like to be alone.
What for?
Well, maybe they're enjoying each other's company.
Ah, like a date sort of thing. That's what you wanted the change for the machine for earlier, isn't it?
No. I wanted to get a packet of fags.
Hey, Tony, do you manage to get anything out of that Johnny machine? Someone's going through them ribbed exciters like a bloody train.
Woo-woo! Look at him. He's got about as much chance of getting anywhere as a snake in an arse-kicking competition.
I think he's very nice looking.
If you like men with girly hair.
I was talking to Tony about records last night.
Oh?
Yeah. Yeah, you know that green vinyl one of mine? Well, apparently that's worth quite a lot of money.
Is it?
Must play it again.
Ah.
You see, it was given to me by my first boyfriend just before he was killed in a terrible canoeing accident. That's all I have to remember him by.
Why didn't you say all this before?
Oh, I don't know. I just find it rather hard to talk about. I was wondering if you wouldn't mind if I played it later, just to remember some of the happy.
Well, no, actually. I think I put it in the loft for safekeeping.
You haven't got a loft.
Sorry, I mean, I gave it to my friend Andy.
Gary, you've only got two friends, and they're both called Clive. They both hate you.
It's Andy from over the road. I bumped into him in the
Road.
Road,
thank you,
yes.
yeah. And he said,
Could I borrow your record, please?
That's
Yes,
right. That's what
yeah.
he said. Yeah, it's okay. I'll get it for you tomorrow.
Thank you.
There you go. That's only taken me 2 weeks.
Great.
Yeah, it says on the box 5 to 7 years, look. Yeah. How'd you get on with your woman last night?
Oh, great. Yeah, she's coming down to my place tonight.
Yeah? Yeah. Oh, well, don't do what I did with my second wife on our first date.
What, make love to her in a telephone box? Just a guess, Nev.
Yeah, we were in there, like, wrapped up in each other. And these kids come down and nicked our clothes and tied the door shut. We had to pretend it was a peace protest against telephone charges.
You never told me what happened to your first wife, Nev.
Ah, you know how it is. You get married, you drift apart.
How long were you married then?
3 weeks. Yeah, it was the drugs what done it.
Well, I'm not surprised. Look what it did to you.
Nah, she got hacked off because I wouldn't buy any off her.
The early 70s, eh?
Yeah, I could tell you a few stories, mate. Here, I told you about the time that I got dysentery at the Isle of Wight Pop Festival, didn't I?
Yeah.
Hey, Tony, I can't stay away, can I? You know that record I bought you? I've had a rethink.
Oh, well, I've already sold it on to another collector.
We'll get it back.
I can't. He's probably sold it himself by now.
But what am I going to tell Dorothy?
Well, you said it was your record.
I was lying.
Well, what's the point of lying to me?
I'm sorry, I've just sort of got in the habit of it with Dorothy. What am I going to do?
Why don't you just tell her you sold it for her as a surprise?
No, she'd say I was going to keep the money for myself.
Weren't you?
Well, of course I was. I'm not a bloody charity, am I? Besides, it's got sentimental value. She'll be upset. You still haven't forgiven me for burying a gerbil alive.
Hang on. Look, you're in luck.
Oh, great.
Yeah, except it's the normal edition.
Never mind, it'll have to do. Thanks, Tony. You saved my life, mate.
Gary?
Yeah?
15 quid.
Well, it's not worth that much.
Yeah, I know. I'd like to let you have it for less, but I know you're desperate.
Here. Oh, it's only you two.
Yeah, I forgot my key, sorry.
What's that smell?
Oh, I've been doing some spraying.
Oh, you're decorating?
No, I've just been painting that biscuit. Well, it's something to do, isn't it? Have you two been on another date, then?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's not a love bite under there, then, is it?
No.
I got 3 on my forehead once.
Nice to be loved.
No, I did it myself with a piece of rubber tubing.
You're not staying in tonight, are you, Gary?
No, we're going out for a meal. I suggested another night in the Crown, but Dorothy said she'd rather stick her head in a bucket of somebody else's saliva. Dorothy. You two?
We just thought we'd sit in and watch a bit of telly, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah, nice. You know how to work the controls and everything, don't you?
Yes.
I'll just go then, shall I?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. See you later.
Yeah.
Have a nice night.
Bye.
Bye. Don't muck about with my biscuit, eh?
Do you want to take off your jeans? I mean, your scarf.
Had to keep it on to hide a nasty rash. I think it was that perfume you gave me.
Oh, no. Looks more like an insect bite to me.
I put it there too.
Well, you're probably sensitive like me. I only have to sniff after shave and I turn out like Elephant Man. Oh, do you want me to massage some yogurt into it for you?
No, let's just watch telly. Where is it?
I moved it. The reception's better in my bedroom.
I mean, there are so many reasons not to get involved nowadays.
I suppose so.
I mean, safe sex used to mean doing it somewhere where your mum wouldn't come in and offer you a cup of tea.
Yeah, or the guys you live with don't come in with a fire extinguisher and spray you while you're doing it with someone you've been crazy about for 6 months, so she goes home and you never see her again. For example.
And then eventually you just see it go sour so many times. The disappointment, the cheating, the breaking up.
So did you get the helmet off?
I've no idea. When I left, Anthony was squirting olive oil through the visor and trying to waggle his ears out with a paper knife.
I wonder how Tony's getting on with Deborah.
Not that well, if all he can offer is an evening in watching Question of Bloody Sport.
They moved the telly into the bedroom.
Oh, that's disgusting, that is.
Why?
Snogging in front of Trevor MacDonald.
How can you say that after the things we've done in front of Sir Harry Seacombe?
Yeah, but they're fully clothed in there. Tony's probably on his knees, whimpering and begging.
You're really jealous, aren't you?
Absolutely not. As far as I'm concerned, he can have her upside down against the mantelpiece.
Let's play some music. Oh, did you get my record back?
Yeah, I'll just get it. Oh, it's in the oven. Just put it on.
Gary, how did you get green paint on your hand?
At the office. We're repainting the plants.
I don't like this side. Turn it over.
No, this side's better. It's got that smingy sound.
Okay, I'll do it.
No, it's all right. Oh, the record player's broken.
You don't think it's because you just pulled the plug out, do you?
Did I? Oh, yeah. Silly old me. Look at that, it's black on that side. Oh! Ow!
I haven't done this for a while.
That's all right. It's just like riding a bike. Not that I'm calling you a bike or anything else.
Oh, I think I like you, Tony.
Oh, I like you too.
Since I split up with Mike, I've been lonely. Yeah.
So you've got over your sexual block then?
What sexual block?
Well, Gary and I decided you hadn't been to bed with anyone for so long because we were feeling sexually repressed.
Tony, I chose not to sleep with anyone.
Yeah, of course you did. Oh, God, this perfume smells more like dead animals than Chanel No. 5, doesn't it?
No, that's your duvet. What are you and Gary doing, discussing my sex life?
Well, we tried talking about fishing, but it wasn't as interesting.
Just because I don't jump into bed with every man I meet.
Have I said something irritating?
Sexual block. God, I must be desperate for sex. Maybe spend the night with you.
Debs!
You'll want to go and sit with Gary. He's had a degrading and humiliating evening too.
So, how'd it go with Deborah?
Bit of a slow start.
Yeah? I want you to know, mate, I'm rooting for you all the way.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah.
What about you and Dorothy?
So. I've just written her a cheque for 200 quid for that record. She crushed my nuts and said she won't believe anything I ever say again.
Oh, by the way, that record of Dorothy's, it's only worth a tenner. Printing mistake in the catalogue.
No problem.
I'm really gutted, actually.
Yeah, why?
I think Deborah's the one for me, you know?
Yeah, I was saying to Dorothy only earlier.
I think I'm going to show her from now on that I really care.
I'd like to see Tony.
Well, actually, he's a bit gutted at the moment.
I need to straighten things out.
Oh, come on, Pat, love. If I leave now, I can be there in half an hour. Yeah, I know. I was just feeling lonely. Of course I'm not seeing anyone else. Deborah, would you like to chat to my mummy?